What inspired this piece really was, we're celebrating our 20 years of democracy, so very much inspired by the idea of a birthday party, an anniversary, an occasion, and how kind of eating practices bring out cultural differences in people. And I'm speaking about microcultures, like our own way of being, not necessarily predetermined by race or gender, but how we eat, how we use our manners, do we have manners? But, hashtag omnomnom, we often use it to display food on Twitter and Facebook, and we often compare ourselves through the metaphor of food. So certainly online, the more fancy things you eat, perhaps the more socio-economic class you're a part of, etc. You also see hashtag omnomnom being referred to as some females, in that I could eat her, or eat out of her, or she is delicious. So a space was created, and that, the ritual kind of started off, she could be embalming a body or something, and of course we've got the Latin chanting and the Catholic hymns playing, and then suddenly there's that change, suddenly we've got Kia talking about licking her pussy, and we've got Nicki Minaj also talking about her pussy, and I'm Every Woman, and we've got the Rihannas and the Britneys, and I was quite interested in how a lot of contemporary female kind of stars implicate themselves in their songs as a whore or slut, and find that empowering. This work kind of spliced together notions of gender and race, space and place, and of course Christianity and patriarchy. So we kind of made a halo out of pizza, and then kind of decorated the body with sushi, originally in kind of almost a shamanistic patterning, but then it kind of unraveled to something more meaty, more messy, more abject, as the flesh and the bloods were introduced. I studied in theatre and actually choreography, strangely enough. You follow a lot of rules and like hectic rehearsal periods, and you have to, redo your steps and your lines. And I'm starting to embrace these variables, these things that you can't really control, and that's what keeps it exciting. So when the audience started feeding me, they started building a food pyramid on me, they started embalming me in the food. It was lovely. We need to shorten those distances between producers and performers and audiences and producers. Because I think that's where the conversation happens, and that's where listening happens, and synergies happen.